Hello, welcome back to another video. So before we start with the topic, I just want to give a quick update about that dog that I talked about that had the skin disease. Yeah, it's fine now. My mom brought it to the vet, and then she got it the skin disease curing shampoo, something like that for dogs. So yeah, it's doing really good now, so that's pretty great. So let's continue on with the video. So today I wanted to talk about gaming. Like, I haven't played a new game or started a new game. I know they sound like the same thing, but they're not in like many years. Okay? I think the newest game that I tried and actually played was Wuthering Waves, which is just another gacha game. And before Wuthering Waves, I think the newest game that I tried that was new to me and came out new was Genshin Impact or Smash Bros. It was one of those. If it was Smash Bros, then it was me trying an old game for the first time, so it was a new experience, but the game's old. You know, like I don't remember which one I tried first, but those two are the newest ones that I played. Which at this point, both of those games are pretty old, and one of them I don't even play anymore. Cough, cough, Genshin I don't play anymore. Like I don't know if it's just a thing with me, where the games I play are the ones I'm either good at or like games where I understand the mechanics really well. Like for example, I do play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links on my phone. Like I'm not good at it, right? Like I don't play it to get high in rank or anything. I just play it for fun. But I like it because I like to play it because I understand how the game works and how like card effects work and how like the game mechanics and stuff work. So that's why I like it. Well, with Genshin Impact, well, I don't play it anymore. But back when I did, which was pretty much like early this year, I was good at it and I understood the mechanics really well and stuff. Same thing, kind of the same thing with Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is a game that I'm really addicted to, that I play almost every day by myself. I probably need to touch some grass, but I don't know if I'm actually good at the game. You guys maybe watched the Smash videos that I posted before, but it's usually just me fighting bots, and I also play against my cousins monthly, where I win most of the time. So I'm not sure if I'm like actually good at the game or I'm just better than they are, because I don't really have like a lot of people to test that skill with. Same thing with the games I played on the channel, like Brawl Stars and Clash Royale. For Clash Royale, I know the mechanics really well because I grew up watching Orange Juice and like Clash of Ash teaching me just how to play the game back in the day. And I watched like every single video of theirs. And for Brawl Stars, it's the same thing, except I watch Lex and Kairos Time mainly. I don't watch any of those YouTubers that I just mentioned before anymore. Like, yeah, and now I'm good enough at those games where I don't suck, and I'm good enough that I feel like people won't complain about my skill level unless we're trying to go pro or something, right? I think I'm good enough to the point where I don't do anything too bad, but I don't do any incredible plays either. So I feel like I'm in this really weird dilemma where I don't really try new games because I only play games that I already understand. So I'm not so when I do try new games, I lose interest of it really fast. Like you saw that one Harry Potter video, maybe you didn't, but I did do that one Harry Potter gameplay of like Hogwarts Legacy. And I haven't played it since I made that video. Then one time I also streamed Pokemon Y, and I've never played that since that stream. Like take Minecraft right now, right? Like you see the Minecraft gameplay right now. That's a game I grew up with, so I know the mechanics and how like the game works really well. I still watch people play it to this day and like learn stuff, but I don't really have that same enthusiasm, I feel like, when it comes to other games I didn't grow up with. Like Genshin Impact was really, I'm pretty sure was like the last new game that stuck with me for a long time. Like I think it was like 5 or 6 years before I stopped playing. It feels like ever since I turned 18, a switch like kind of flipped or something. The switch just flipped, right? That's what I feel like. Like I don't know if it's like this for anyone else, but since I turned 18, like new games just don't interest me. Like even older games that I've never played before don't interest me either. I just don't have like do, enthusiasm or like the patience to try and learn new games. And all the games that I play now are like part of my childhood. Like even if I didn't grow up physically playing them, I grew up watching people play them on YouTube, and that was like part of the learning process for me. Like I learned the game by watching. So now that I can play it, I play it a lot. So like an example would be Minecraft and Brawl Stars. Well, Brawl Stars and Clash I could always play, but mainly Minecraft, right? But for games I've never watched people play, I just have no interest to like try them myself. Like even when I watch people play them now, like I watched PewDiePie play the Walking Dead game recently, like a couple months ago. I think a month ago actually. And I've never watched anyone play the game before. I've never played it myself. I watched him play. I watched him play through the whole thing. I watched the entire series, season 1 to season 4, and I'm still not interested in playing it personally. I don't know. I don't know what changed because growing up, I loved all kinds of games, right? Like back then, any game could get me to spend my free time instead of spending my free time on like reading a book or like studying, like who does that stuff, right? Like anything that could not make me spend time on reading book or studying, I was down to do. So any dog shit game that was on the App Store back in the day, I probably would have played it. But thank God during those times, the App Store wasn't full of dog shit games, okay? Like as a kid, I had those beat 'em on toys. I don't know what I'm talking about. That the ones that shoot out marbles. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. And I play Beyblade a lot too, by myself, because I bought more than one Beyblade, and nobody else would play with me. So I just let it rip both of them by myself, and I would let it rip the one that I want to win a little slower. That's besides the point. I feel like those two toys are just more fun to play physically. Like there are obviously digital Beyblade games and beat 'em on games, but I feel like physically is just more fun. And I think those two definitely take the cake on physical games for me when I was growing up. But when it came to digital games, for me, it was mostly like iPad games. I grew up playing a lot of iPad games. I was an iPad kid before iPad kids even existed, okay? Like I grew up playing Jetpack Joyride, Fruit Ninja, Anger of Stick 5. Why number 5? I never played the other 4. There was also that goldfish game that I remember where like the goldfish was running away from its owner. I don't remember the name of the game though, so yeah. But people probably know what I'm talking about. Or they're probably like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Like Cut the Rope was pretty fun. Angry Birds were pretty fun. Where's My Water? Which I actually played recently on the channel. Temple Run 2. Angry Birds Go, man, that was good. It wasn't a classic, but that was good. Love that game. I also really liked Kick the Boss 2. Specifically the second one over like Kick the Boss 1 and Kick the Boss 3. I don't know why, I just like the second one better. And I also like Kick the Buddy. I even remember when Kick the Buddy was a paid game. Like I got my mom to buy it for me. That was stupid as fuck. I remember playing a game called Kick the Stickman. I played a lot of Kick the games. Maybe I was just a violent kid growing up and had nothing else to vent, so I beat the shit out of these characters. That's a story for another time. And Plants vs. Zombies, and I also played Plant vs. Zombies on the iPad back before it was completely filled with ads. Back when it was a pay-to-play game. I played a lot of iPad games growing up, if you couldn't tell. I didn't have like a console as a kid. But I did have a Game Boy Advance, so no, Game Boys don't count. I was a really big Pokemon GBA kid, Game Boy Advance kid growing up, not gonna lie. Like, I played all the Pokemon games. Almost all the Pokemon games on the GBA. I played Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I'm pretty sure I had all 3 physical cartridges at one point, which is kind of crazy. Like, I didn't even have friends that could trade with me, which was like, wait, why the fuck do you have all that? Like, I also played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team. I never finished it. I just never did. I don't know why. It was I mainly played mainline Pokemon games. Okay. I think I had either Fire Red or Leaf Green as the cartridges too. I don't have it anymore, but I think I had Fire Red or Leaf Green, one of them. And eventually, my mom got me one of those like fake Chinese version Game Boy console back then, where you could like download the games online as zip files, and then the thing would just emulate it. So it's basically a emulator before emulators became like available on smartphones, basically. That was around the time I had the iPad too, but my mom made a rule, like she didn't want me to be on screens on the time, so she said if I take the iPad, she's taking the Chinese Game Boy home, and if I pick the Chinese Game Boy, she's taking the iPad, which was fair. So I would switch it up time and time, like every couple of months. So like the Chinese Game Boy, I played a lot of Pokemon, and that's also where I found out about a game called King of Fighters. I don't know why I want to talk about that, but this is kind of personal, but at the same time, I think it's a funny story, so I want to talk about it. It's a really special memory, I guess, because it made me realize I was a straight man. Like in King of Fighters, there's that one really hot female ninja character. I think you all know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say the name in case kids are watching and they go Google her if I say the name. I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm pretty sure anyone that's old enough knows what I'm talking about. And when I saw that character, yeah, I was like 10 years old. That's when I realized that I am definitely straight. That games made me straight, bro. And oddly enough, this also reminds me of another mobile game, Smurfs. You know, there was like that Smurf Town building game. I think it's still a thing, actually. You could probably find it on the App Store, Play Store. Like a Smurf Town building game, like basically Clash of Clans, but Smurf, and you don't kill each other. Where you just like build your own town. Yeah, I really like playing that growing up. My mom actually was super addicted to that game. Like she would set alarm clocks for when like the strawberries would be done planting, and she would wake up just to collect strawberries and plant something else and then go back to bed. She was crazy addicted to that game. Now she just plays those shitty mobile games that have like a million ads every time you complete a level. So how the tables have turned. And speaking of ads, that reminds me of Ant Smasher. That game was pretty great too. It didn't have ads, but ads sound like ants. So I just talked about that. And now that I'm 23 years old, I just haven't found this enthusiasm for any new game. And I feel like I only play games if I already know the IP, right? Like, actually, wait. A newer game I did play recently, and finish actually, last year. I think it was last year, or it was 2 years ago, I don't really remember. It was, the game that I finished was Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man, the PS4 Spider-Man game that came out a few years ago. I wasn't doing YouTube at the time, but I finished the full game. It was really fun. It was just really fun to swing around in Spider-Man, beat the shit out of people, throw people off buildings. It's just really fun. But like the only reason I played it was probably because I already really liked Spider-Man, not because I wanted to find a brand new game to play, I feel like. And I feel like the when it comes to gaming, the IP should be secondary when you want to get into a game, rather than just looking for something familiar. You get what I mean? Like I probably wouldn't have gotten into Genshin Impact. I definitely wouldn't have gotten into Genshin Impact based on IP alone, since it was like a new IP, right? Like a new franchise. I wouldn't have gotten into Supercell games because I didn't watch outgrowing TV shows of like Clash Royale and Brawl Stars, obviously. Well, I guess I did discover them by watching YouTube, so maybe that doesn't completely count, but it's not the point, right? Like ultimately, I feel like I'm only interested in games if I see or watch them first. And if I don't watch a game, I'm just not going to be interested. Like for example, a recent game that people have been saying was really good was Resident Evil 9 that came out this year. It was also on the Switch too, and one of my friends bought it. He invited me and like a couple others over to his house to play it, but I just sat there and watched everyone else play it. Like even after they were done, even after watching them play, when they asked me to play, I just didn't want to. I just wasn't interested. I just didn't want to play it. Like I would watch them play it, but after they stopped, they're like, "You want to give it a try?" I'm like, "No, I just don't want to play it." Like even I literally watched. I also watched people play Resident Evil 9 on YouTube, and I just don't want to play it myself. Like probably because I'm a pussy and I don't like horror games, but I just don't have the interest of playing it. Like I don't know what made me change in terms when it came to games really. Like maybe I've been playing those stupid iPad games growing up, and now real gaming feels like too much for me. I don't know. Like I went from playing so many games as a kid to playing like 5 now. Like I guess I just grew up at some point, or like, and I just lost interest. Like I'm only in I only play games that I grew up with now, or like have or games that have like familiar IPs. Even familiar IPs aren't gonna make me play 100% of the time, because I have not played a Pokemon game after Gen 5. Like I finished every mainline Pokemon game starting from Gen 3 to Gen 5, and like a month ago I started Gen 6, and I have not finished Gen 6, and I have not went back since. So I don't know what to say about that. Like I don't even know if I should say, "Oh, uh I should I only find interest in games with IPs that I'm used to." Like what if the game company sees this and they think, "Oh, let's attack him with nostalgia," or something. I don't know. It wouldn't work because I don't play Pokemon anymore despite growing up with Pokemon. So, yeah, good luck with that. I only play ROM hacks. I guess I just lost interest at some point, and I never really gained it back. I'm not sad about it. It's not supposed to be a sad thing. This is not a sad video or anything. Like, I just happened to think about it recently, and like what made me change so much. I was just wondering what made me change so much between childhood and turning 18. And like once I turn 18, I feel like 18, like I feel like a switch flip, and I just stopped playing new games. So yeah, I just wanna share my thoughts on my gaming experience. That's basically it. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.